Trying to get in contact with my lawyer. My family has been trying to get in contact with my lawyer. There's no answer. One more question.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't do a Lenny on me. Can I ask you just one more thing? What's
Oh.
going on? He's young. He doesn't recognize him.
It's my first time going through this.
It's in a short time is because he got arrested for a violation of his condition.
I understand that, but I was so hoping not to get him that felony conviction, which is just devastating for these young guys.
When I say that, of course, nobody wants to go to prison, but I just go by actions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes.
Honestly, I don't want to go to prison.
All right. Well, there's something wrong with the system because it's showing that you were rearrested on that. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make a ruling on the unauthorized use case because his attorney is not present. So State, do you have any objection that he be continued on the current conditions? Or what I can do is I can still have a hearing on it, but we'll do a hearing when his attorney is here.
That's fine. Looks like he's still on bond for the UUMB.
Okay.
So, oh, that's why, because it's a violation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to recall you, Deputy Laura. I'm sorry, Deputy Mejia. We're going to recall him for tomorrow. Can you put him on tomorrow's list? We'll recall you for tomorrow and have you here and have your attorney here. Sure.
I've been trying to get in contact with my lawyer. My family has been trying to get in contact with my lawyer. There's no answer.
All right. Have you ever had contact with him?
Never.
All right. Just have a seat. We're going to take care of this.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
One more question.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't do a Lenny on me. Can I ask you just one more thing? What's
Oh.
going on? He's young. He doesn't recognize him.
It's my first time going through this.
All right. So just, I tell you what, don't ask me any more questions right now. Let me see. We're going to try to get an attorney here for you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Can you mute us, please? Mr. Porter, I know you were recently appointed. Yes, Robert Porter. I know you were recently appointed.
Yes, Judge. What at issue is we're set on his UMV. He has a unindicted burglary case.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna be able to wrap everything up within 30 days. The only issue is right now, the reports are kind of convoluted on the burglary case, but at issue is some of the evidence is in the possession of the detective. So I need to go look at that phone. So I'm gonna try to get over to there. And then I think based on what we find, we'll wrap the burglary also.
All right. So what I'll do is I know you're asking for 30 days. I'm gonna recall it for 45 days. And if your attorney wants it brought back sooner, he just needs to let the coordinator know and we'll bring it back sooner.
Thank you, Judge.
And so I think 45 days will give him a chance to look over discovery. And if there's something missing, that'll give the state a chance to see where it is. Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson on Cooper, can we recall this for 45 days? All right. You know, I just read an article where a child kept telling his parents that there were monsters in the wall and it was a bee's nest. I don't know if you call it a bee's nest or not. A beehive, thank you. So it was a major beehive. And it was a 2-story house from attic all the way down behind the wall. So I hope that's not what's happening here. All right, counsel, in each of the cause numbers, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding with the indictment as presented in the cause number ending in 9-1?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you proceeding with the indictment as presented in the cause number ending in 8-4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooper, in each of these cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments?
Yeah.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? In the cause number ending in 9-1, you're charged with the unauthorized use of a vehicle. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication will revoke, the court could revoke you and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number in 8-4, you're charged with burglary of a habitation. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishments anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication and give you deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Do you understand? Now I got to the part. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty in the cause number ending in 8-4. As you've applied for deferred adjudication, the court will defer finding of guilt. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
That is up to the court.
All right. State, does he have criminal history?
There's some juvenile history, but nothing as an adult.
All right, and so what is the juvenile criminal history? I do have a legal question concerning the unauthorized use of a vehicle.
Okay.
And we are filled with defense attorneys in here, so I'm sure all of the legal minds, we can go off the record, all of the legal minds can get together. So you have somebody who's, yes,
Apologize for interrupting.
sure, no problem. Just one moment. Just a second, everyone. If somebody steals a vehicle, unauthorized use, and then somebody comes along and steal that vehicle from the person who stole it, and you know how they say it's who has the greater right to the vehicle? I'm just letting that sit there
What's sat there with me for quite a while.
because the person who first stole the vehicle doesn't have a greater right than the second thief.
Which is why we're not being charged with theft of the vehicle.
Yes.
It's an authorized use.
Unauthorized use from the person who stole it.
No, from the original.
But then the question becomes, just one moment. Law school. It brought me back to my law school days. All right, but in the police report, it says that he knew that it was stolen when he stole it from a person who had previously stolen it. All right, so we're back on the record. State, he's applying for deferred adjudication. You are silent on his application, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you?
24.
24? What are you planning on doing with your life other than foolishness?
Change it around.
I'm sorry, what?
Trying to change it around. I heard somebody that came in here did 22 years. They
No,
kept
why-
mentioning it to me, so I was like, nah, no. Not trying to do this no more. Got 4 kids.
You have 4 children.
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
5, 2, 2, and 3.
5, 2, 2, and 3. And are the 2-year-olds twins? Are they really?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how many mothers?
3.
3 mothers. So you're just being fruitful and multiplying with no care for your children.
I don't care about this.
No, because why are you doing an unauthorized use and a burglary of a habitation? In the burglary of habitation, these people were getting ready to go to Africa. And you're in their home and you're not supposed to be. How far did you go? I'm sorry, guys. If you all could just ask the deputy to move you down that way. How far did you go in school?
4th grade.
All right, you didn't graduate?
Didn't
Why,
graduate.
why not? And stop
kicked-
mumbling,
I
open,
got kicked out of school.
why?
Like,
Oh, I don't think they just kick you out and then didn't have a place for you to go. Didn't they have you go to alternative school?
they did.
All right, so why didn't you go?
I went to Estrada at that time,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I was able to go to the graduation or not, so.
Well, did you have all of your credits?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are your parents?
My dad's over the road. My mom.
Your dad is what?
My dad's over the road. He drives trucks.
Okay,
And my mom, like, no, will my mom be there?
well, I mean, have you had contact with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Was Child Protective Services ever involved in your life?
No, ma'am. I barely met my mom when I was 15.
So who raised you?
My dad,
All right, and what about your grandmother or grandparents?
My grandparents, they passed away. I didn't get to meet them.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
I do.
How many?
Like 10.
10? And were you raised with them or no?
No,
Have you ever been employed?
yes, ma'am.
Doing what?
I worked on cars, worked at Tires to You, Jack in the Box.
He was working at Jack in the Box when he got arrested.
Okay. And I see you were in a car accident. That's why you have the staples? When did that happen?
3 years ago. That's when I lost one of my siblings.
Okay. And so when are they gonna remove the staples?
They don't. I was supposed to, but going back that way, I had to get on the same highway that we had the wreck on.
All right, so you're telling me you're never gonna get those staples removed?
Oh, well,
All right, I mean, they've been there for 3 years.
I had 8.
I hope you're not taking them out yourself. And that's a yes. You shouldn't be removing staples yourself. So this accident you had on the freeway, were you driving, somebody else driving?
Somebody else's truck.
All right, and was there a civil suit to that or no?
That's right.
No, ma'am.
So have you ever received any therapy over that?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Last year,
Okay. Any drug issues with you?
no, ma'am.
And these people you were hanging out with, who are they to you?
I know around
I'm sorry, what?
some people I used to call friends.
All right, so here's the thing. You have children that you need to take care of. And if you continue the way you're continuing, you may not be around because people don't like people when they're in their homes and they're not supposed to be. And I note that in the burglary of the habitation, it's an apartment and doors appeared to be left open or something. So there wasn't a kicking in of doors. All right, and cause number 5691. Court will sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. That will be probated in this court. In order to be successful, communication is key. If there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And stop doing these type of things, because if you do, you could potentially end up either dead or going to prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Plea of true to violation of condition number 4 in each cause number. And it was recalled for the defense to call any witnesses. And who is your first witness, counsel?
Well, I also have 2 witnesses here in the courtroom. I'll call,
Well, do you want to take the witness on Zoom first or last? So do you want to take her or last? Call her first. Moment. All right, call your witness.
Ariana, Sullivan. Ariana, do you know, Eric Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you know him?
That's my boyfriend.
All right, how long have you known him?
6, 7 years.
Okay. Do you know his personal situation, his family life?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know his mother?
Yes, ma'am.
When he was put on probation, was he living with his mother?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know what happened in that situation?
She kicked him out.
And,
She kicked him out.
and did Eric at that point have any place to go?
No, ma'am.
So was he, to your knowledge, was he on the streets for a while?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you subsequently reintroduced yourself to him or met him again?
Yes, ma'am.
And is he living, do you live with your father?
Yes, ma'am.
And your father's here in the courtroom also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did Eric come to live in your house with your father and you?
Yes, ma'am.
And how would you describe how he's doing at this point? Have you noticed a change in him?
I would say he's doing better. I see he has stability and he's ready to like focus on himself more. He wants to go to school. He had a job, jobs being lined up, interviews, everything.
How would you describe his life with his mother? You've known him for quite a few years.
Terrible. She's hectic and a handful.
I'm sorry, what?
Terrible. She's hectic and
She's what?
hectic.
Okay.
Do you know whether or not she has a drug problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a, yes, she does have a drug
Yes, she
problem?
does have a drug problem.
Has she been to prison before?
Believe so. Yes. Yeah.
So Eric
All right,
has,
so just 1 second. So these answers have to be your answers, not his answers. Either you know or you don't know. If you don't know, then the answer is you don't
No,
know.
I do not.
Okay, all right, you may continue.
all right, so with the stability of your home and your dad being there, do you think Eric could finish this probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the judge to put him back on probation?
Yes, please.
Do you think prison would be of any help to,
No,
how old is Eric?
24.
Do you, to your knowledge, do you know if he's ever been on probation before?
Besides the one he was just on,
Correct.
not to my knowledge.
Right. I believe that's all I have, Judge, unless you have some questions.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor, thank you. Just a few questions. One, you said that your father and you live in this household that he and Mr. Cooper moved in with y'all.
Yes.
How many people live in that household?
Me, my father, Eric, and me and Eric's 2 dogs.
And who's
Me and Eric's 2 dogs.
2 dogs? Okay, sorry, I didn't catch that last part. And then you said that, how well do you know his mother?
I grew up with her.
You grew up?
Yeah.
At the same time, like with Mr. Cooper, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19, so y'all, a little bit of age difference, about 4 or 5 years, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and so how did he come to meet you and start living with you?
So we ended up texting on Facebook
Mhm.
and met up with each other. I seen that he was living on the streets and I told him to come with me,
That's it?
pretty much.
Do you have a job
I do babysitting.
babysitting? And so do you babysit at your house?
If they want me to, or 9 times out of 10, I go to my clients' houses.
Are they aware that somebody that's on probation
Yes,
for burglary of a habitation is also in the household
yes,
with their children?
yes.
Okay, no further questions yet.
So let me, I'm trying to understand. So is she saying, and you can ask these questions, is she saying that she didn't have contact with him for however many years? And then he reached out to her on Facebook and she found out that he was living on the streets and she brought him to a house that's her father's house? Is that what I'm hearing?
I asked my father if we could move in, if he could move in with us. And my
Mhm.
father was okay with that because he's known Eric. and
Okay.
He was
The-
younger.
The families have known each other for a while, is my understanding, Judge.
Okay, I'm just trying to get a clear picture of everything.
So,
We basically grew up with each other. So after finding out that someone I care about is on the streets, I'm not gonna allow that. So I called my dad. My dad said it was fine. We also talked to my mom. She said it was fine, that she would help us any way she can, and that's how we've been ever since.
Okay. All right, I just wanted a clear understanding.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, thank you. You can call your next witness.
Miss Robinson, how long have you known Eric Cooper?
Since before he was born.
All right.
I know
so-
him all his life.
Okay, do you know his mother?
Yes, ma'am, I do know his mother.
Could you describe Eric's home life? When he
Like,
was
his mom was very confused and stuff. They lived, well, as a kid, he lived with when he was born, his mom, his grandma, his aunt, and cousins in the house. So it was chaotic because it was a 2-bedroom. And then some things happened with the mom. And he had got sent to go live with his dad through CPS and everything. And we lost contact, and then we regained back contact. And then because my mother is his godmother. And then after a while, when he met my daughter Ariana, is when we got back. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's as loud as it can go.
No, no, no,
Can
we
you hear
hear
me
you
now?
now, but we can hear you now. If you could find a stationary place and stop walking for us, please.
Okay, let me stand in the shade.
All right, so Miss Robinson, you've known Eric his whole life, and you say he had a chaotic childhood, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, like keychain.
uh, we can hear other people in the background there. Do you think Eric could do well if given a second chance on this probation?
Yes, ma'am, I do. He was already starting to work with a lawn serviceman out there with my ex-husband and daughter. And he's shown interest that he wanted to go back to school. I know he's a lot interested in art and stuff. And he's been real helpful to my ex-husband as he can't get around and things a lot. So to keep me from going and stuff out there, he's really been helping a lot.
So you're asking this judge today to give Eric a second shot at probation, is that right?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And you would be there in support of Eric and to see, maybe help him do what he needs to do on this probation?
Yes, ma'am. I will support Eric in any way that I can because he does help me out a lot with assisting with my ex-husband.
You think him having a felony conviction on his record or being sent to TYC would do Eric any good at all?
No, ma'am. That wouldn't help him anyway for the goals and things that he has said that he would like to do. Having that type of conviction will only hinder him. It would not help him to be the productive citizen that he's trying to be.
All right, I believe that's all I have.
All right, any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, Miss Robinson.
Yes, sir.
When was it that you, he showed this interest to work? When was that?
He was helping, it's a landscaping company out there,
When?
closer towards Elmendorf, that he was helping, work with them.
When was that? Was it 2 months ago, 5 months ago, last year?
I think it froze. Hello?
When, what date, what time was he doing this?
It was actually before he even got picked up. And I know about a week or so ago, the man that he was working with came to look for him to see if he was interested.
So you're aware that he was placed on probation back in September of 2024, is that correct?
Honestly, I wasn't aware of that he was on probation or anything. I just knew he was having a hard time, and I just knew he needed some type of help and some assistance. So that's why I suggested that he go out there, because I know my ex, he's into horticulture and into rehab, so I know he can help him.
Okay, so I mean, you said that you've known him all of his life and that you're pretty much an intricate part of his life now, but you didn't even know that he was on probation?
So honestly, sir, I didn't ask that of him. I didn't see him. I see him as my son, so I didn't see him as asking him, "Oh, what trouble are you in? Are you in anything?" He came. He needed a place to stay. He wanted a job. He wanted to better himself. He wanted to go to school. So his probation didn't have anything to do with me. His probation was him. If he disclosed it, we could have helped. But because I didn't ask and didn't think to ask, we were just trying to get him the help that he was asking for at that moment.
Thank you, ma'am. Nowhere?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, thank you for coming in to testify. Any other witnesses?
We have Richard Sullivan here.
All right, Mr. Sullivan?
Mr. Sullivan, you know Eric Cooper, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you known Eric?
All his life. I've known him two different ways. May I say something first?
Yes.
39 years ago, I stood in this courtroom. 39 years ago, I stood in this courtroom. I got 99 years. I didn't have the support. I mean, I had the support that he don't have.
All right, so you're saying you were sentenced to 99 years?
I do this. I volunteer at the courthouse, jail, TDC. The only reason why I don't even stand in front of my boys, they've been in trouble. I ain't been to court. I ain't been to court for them. He ain't had a shot. If I'd have knew that he was on probation, I would have did something. I'd have came down, I'd have said something to somebody. Okay? I understand what he's up against. His mother, she's not telling you what just happened outside.
Hmm.
That didn't make no sense. That's the mom.
Oh, what happened outside?
She went ballistic.
Mhm.
That's her son. She didn't come in here to help. She came in to hurt. I mean, this is what he's up against. So when he came in my house, I don't let nobody in my house, man. Okay? That's my daughter. She barely got back in my house. I'm looking at them. I don't want them on the street. They don't look good. Okay? I watched him fix a lawnmower that didn't work. Okay? I watched him go to work. We fought. We argued, but you're not going to do that in my house. And he's not doing nothing. He's just trying to figure out what to do, how to do it. It was me 37 years ago. Okay? When I heard this a year ago, he had nowhere to go. Between me and you, both of them, he had my daughter on the street. She went out there, okay? That hurt my heart. I couldn't even grab her. But she's in love with him. And he was taking care of her. They came to my house. I'm a daddy, so I don't like men. You understand? I'm very particular. Okay? I watched what he did. Then he brought his children in. Okay? I watched how he interacted with his children. But I couldn't move. He didn't know something. I couldn't move. Couldn't move. I was recovering. And I went outside after he got arrested. And I cried. Because he did in my yard. I didn't know at the time. I want to apologize to him. I was getting on his butt. Apologize to you. Because I was just getting on the butt, man, saying you're sorry, you ain't doing nothing right here. I don't see what you're doing. Apologize. I went outside, I seen him.
Lee Cooper Jr.
All right. So what I can tell you, counsel, this is the question I won't answer, right? I understand that people go through hardships. Sometimes people have a horrible mom. Their mom is like Sybil. Sometimes people have good parents. And sometimes people have a horrible parent and they end up in CPS care. Then they end up in the foster care system, and the people in the foster care system, maybe they're not treating them right. But my question is, at what age, if he can answer or somebody can answer to me, at what age are you responsible for your own actions? It is no longer, well, my mom didn't do this or my mom didn't do that. At what age do we take responsibility for our own actions and quit saying, you know what, I had a horrible parent? I mean, does it stop at 24, 30, 40? Those are the questions I would like answered.
All right, that's not the reason we're here today. I think Eric is here to explain to you that it takes full responsibility for his actions. Eric, you're 24 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, have you ever been on probation before?
As a juvenile.
And was that for a misdemeanor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but this is the first time you've been on probation for a felony offense.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what was going through your mind when you failed to report to your probation officer. You were put on probation in September of 2024, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you do anything?
I did not. Didn't report.
I'm sorry, what?
Didn't report.
And why is that? What was going on in your mind at that time?
My mother had kicked me out of my sister's house where I was supposed to reside. And, with my sister knowing that she also agreed with my mother and also decided to not let me back in the house. So with that being said, I was left out on the street. I didn't know what to do, and if I was to call or contact somebody at the courts, I didn't honestly think that they would believe me because my mom was a person to quickly get to the courts before any of her children would. This is the same mother that I'm speaking of, that my brother had gotten sentenced 25 federal years in a federal prison.
All right, so basically you're telling the judge you were afraid and just didn't know what to do at that point.
Honestly, yes,
Did you reach out to old friends at that point?
I did.
All right, and you now have a place to reside, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you think you could comply with probation
Yes, ma'am.
at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking this judge to give you another shot at proving yourself to her
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
can do this?
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't pick up any new offenses after you were placed on probation, did you?
Ma'am.
You've been in Bear County Jail now 2.5 months.
Yes, ma'am.
Has that opened your eyes to anything?
It has. I started my GED in here. I see myself improving in GED. I learned new things.
Would you, if you were put back on probation, would you continue to work on your GED?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I got released, I had went up to St. Philip's myself, and they were supposed to start classes January 10th.
Is there anything else you want to tell the judge today?
I do deeply apologize for you seeing my face here again. Honestly, especially as a young Black man as myself, do deeply apologize for that.
All right, so here's the thing. I always tell people, don't do the young Black person with me, but because, you know, I see you're a Black person, but I don't understand why you're here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And again, I don't understand at what point, the way we were raised, somebody raised us and they did a horrible job. At what year is it no longer their fault and these are all our own choices? You know, 25, 30, 40, 50? At what point are our choices are our own? And what I do know is that everybody who comes in here and they're placed on probation, I always tell them, if there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel probation is not addressing it, you can come to court. I've had people to come to this court before because they're homeless, they got kicked out of their home, and we try to figure out what we can do. Probation tries to figure out what we can do. But when people disappear, I don't know what people expect me to do because my hands are tied. With that being said, State, you have questions?
No, Your Honor. No questions.
Judge, I would like to state that, I mean, he was put on probation. He didn't get any of the help from probation that you had offered him. He's taking full
Well, let's make the record as clear. Probation had the help available for him. He didn't take advantage. He didn't reach out to contact them.
Exactly, Judge, and he's taking full responsibility for that. He is a young man. We're just falling on your mercy today to give him another shot, to keep a felony off of his record, which will follow him till you know when. And if we could just give him another shot, He'll abide by anything you ask of him. If you want to put him on a monitor, if you want to put him, I don't think he has any drug issues or anything. I think he's just a scared
24-year-old.
24-year-old, but
All right, so do y'all want to step back? Y'all can confer with probation and then come to me with a recommendation, then I'll make a decision. All right? All right, thank you.
Judge, I conferred with probation. Is that what you wanted me to do?
Yes.
Okay, they,
Right, just 1 second. All right, so state, what is your recommendation? All right, defense, what are you requesting?
I've conferred with probation. They agreed to extend him 1 year in each case. GPS monitor for 60 days, bi-weekly reporting. And she didn't state a time limit on that. And proof of employment within 30 days.
All right, this is what I can tell you. We haven't seen you. But I've heard the testimony. I understand he has certain issues in his life. So I'm going to give you a choice. These are your only two choices. You don't have another choice. These are your only two choices. I can revoke you, and if I revoke you, I'll sentence you to 2 years in the burglary of a habitation case, and I'll sentence you to 180 days in the unauthorized use of a vehicle case. Or I will find you guilty in each case, and I'll extend you for 1 year and continue you.
I was so hoping not to get him a felony conviction.
I mean, we hadn't seen him. There has to be some sort of punishment.
But Judge, it was only for a short time. He was a couple of months. He was,
I mean, the only reason why it's a short time, correct me if I'm wrong, I take no offense to people correcting me if I'm wrong. But the only reason why it was a couple of months in a short time is because he got arrested for a violation of his condition.
I understand that, but I was so hoping not to get him that felony conviction, which is just devastating for these young guys.
I know. That's why people need to report. That's the easiest thing. And if you speak to him, and if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure he will tell you. I tell people when they're on probation, if there's an issue, let probation know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come to court and address it with me.
I understand that, Judge, but all right.
So those are his two choices. So you want to talk to him about that? I find violation of condition number 4 true in each of these cause numbers. Do you want the court to continue you on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you understand that the court is going to find you guilty in each cause number and place you on community supervision?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you're asking for? Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right. Then in each cause number, I'm going to find you guilty. You can go off the record. I'm going to tell you again, if there's an issue, let probation know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can still come to the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Guys, could you bring out Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Yes, what's your question?
The supervisor with minors, does that mean children too?
Yes, that means that there will have to be someone there with you, another adult.
Their mothers?
Yeah, it could be their mother. It could be the person who's here with you today.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, I need him to sign that.
He assigned these
Okay, I need to sign them.
case numbers.
Okay, we'll put them on it.
And I
Yes.
never know what box to put on these MTRs.
Oh, I always do it. State versus Eric Lee Cooper. Can I have parties announced?
Will Van Dieven for the state of Texas. Charles Buck for Mr. Cooper.
And are you Mr. Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the motions to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Eric Cooper who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 008984 and 2024 CR 5691?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, the state will be proceeding on the 2 violations of condition number 4 in each motion.
Okay. Can I have a file stamp for probation over there, please? Oh, Norman's grabbing it. Mhm. All right, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Eric Lee Cooper Jr., did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer, was directed for the months of January, February, March 2026, in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True. Additionally, Your Honor, the defendant violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Eric Lee Cooper Jr., did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2025, in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
That's in both cases, Your Honor. The state will waive the remaining violations.
All right, and with regards, and I will, of course, disregard the violations, but for purposes,
Yes, Your Honor.
what is happening with these?
In terms of the family violence cases, I'm going to direct the misdemeanor prosecutor to reject them in recognition of this motion to revoke. We have never established contact with the victim in that case, despite multiple attempts over several months. She's simply beyond our reach.
All right, and with regards to the possession case?
Your Honor, the possession.
Been dismissed already, they're before a separate contested NPR.
All right. All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4 and 4 in each cause number, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 5 years in the prison and cause number ending in 8-4
Yes, ma'am.
and up to 2 years in the cause number ending in 9-1?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 4 and 4 in each cause number? In each cause number, the court will find 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the probation department at this time is recommending that the conditions be amended to include safe intermediate sanctions facility, substance abuse track, followed by aftercare. I guess their presumption that this defendant has a substance abuse problem.
Wait, are you saying safe or SATA?
SATF, I apologize.
Oh, no problem.
Or ISF, intermediate sanction facility. I apologize.
State ISF.
All right. And so I've read your letter. So why should I follow this agreement? And let me tell you why I'm asking that. I'm asking that because this is the second time you've been before the court for a violation of condition number 4. So I need someone to explain to me why you shouldn't go to prison.
I'll let you go first if you'd like.
So,
If you want me to talk to her, I will. I mean, I know if you want to talk to her, just talk to her.
so
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Eric Cooper.
All right, so why shouldn't I just send you to prison? Because it appears to the court that maybe that's where you want to be. And when I say that, of course, nobody wants to go to prison, but I just go by actions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yes.
Honestly, I don't want to go to prison. I'm not trying to end myself in there, but I was in an abusive relationship. So where I was crying out for help, trying to get away from the abusive. But
Abusive relationship, and what is this person's name?
Ariana
I'm sorry, what? Ariana what?
Sullivan,
All right, continue.
I was trying to cry out for help, asking probation to see if I can go to a halfway house or a shelter. They wasn't trying to let me go there or anywhere else. They were just threatening me with jail time. So
All right, are you saying that you reached out
to my probation officer.
to probation?
Yes.
All right, does anybody have proof of this? Probation,
Yes, Judge.
do you have any proof that he reached out to probation stating that he was in an abusive relationship?
Judge, I would need a moment to review the file.
Okay, she's gonna review the file. Continue telling me what else.
Yeah. I wanted to get away. I didn't want to continue to be at that household, continue to get abused on. So I took matters into my own hands when I shouldn't have, just up and left.
Yeah, but I don't understand the cutting off of the GPS. Because to me, if you're just gonna leave, you just leave and you leave with GPS on and probation will know where you are. So you cut off the GPS, then what happened?
I just let him go.
But he did contact immediately, shortly after the removal of the device, he contacted probation on his own.
All right, and so,
So he did stay in contact. I mean, I know it sounds but it's documented that he contacted them after the removal of the device.
all right, so according to this, the GPS monitor, he removed it on November 26, 2025.
Correct.
When did he contact?
And I believe it says January of 26. He reached out to probation,
That's a full
trying
month.
to find help. Now, when was it?
April 30th.
Okay, and then on top of everything else, Judge, at the end of April of this year, he was at home with his newborn, and the newborn passed away in its sleep.
Mm.
So that's also, I believe that at the ISF facility, he can get some mental health help also, because he's really struggling with that. He's been in jail now for almost 3 months.
All right, and who's the mother of that child?
Jasmine, my credit.
And she was present this morning and she wanted to be here today, but she got called back to work.
Okay.
So she's present. That there's an autopsy that's being done. The results aren't back yet, but that's something that is also weighing very, very heavily on him. He's been in jail, unable to mourn with the mother of the child or anyone really almost since it happened. So I'm hopeful that he can get the ISF from the court and get some help, not just for the other issues that clearly need to be addressed, but also this issue that's been newly sprung upon him. That safe to say?
Yes,
Okay.
So when did his child pass?
April 30th,
And when were you arrested?
same night.
And have services taken place?
Yes, they have.
And were you available to be at the services or no?
I was trying to get your permission, but nobody from the jail would contact you, I guess. I don't know how it worked.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes.
With regard to that infant, there's a potential case being investigated regarding that. There's no information about it at this time. That case was later. That's not being contemplated by this
There's
agreement or MTR or any of that. That would be a future.
absolutely, anytime an infant dies in someone's care, there's an investigation. So, but it is certainly the understanding of myself, my client, that case is not involved in this agreement in any way, shape, or form. And if something was to arise, he would be forced to deal with that independently. So I think that's what the state's going to make sure that it's clear that we don't think that, that case is being TIC'd or, not that there is a case. We don't expect there ever will be. But in the event that there was, we understand it has nothing to do with what we're asking the court today.
All right, I'm gonna give you a choice. Number one, I can revoke you and I'll sentence you to 2 years in each cause number. They're run concurrently. You'll receive credit for any time that you've been in custody, or I'll continue. You're going to, they want you to go to state ISF followed by aftercare. Those are your two choices. Sure.
Well, after you stay on probation and you get help back, once they release you from the program, you still continue to get counseling through probation.
Actually, you get an actual counselor.
Yes, they will help you get an actual counselor. Yes. Oh, sorry. My son's on emergency bypass. Sorry.
Which do you prefer?
ISF.
All right, in each cause number, the court is finding 4 and 4 true. The court will deny the motion. The court will follow the recommendation from probation and also the agreement of the state and the defense. And are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
The court is, in each cause number, is going to alter and amend conditions to include state state ISF, and then probation, if you can have him evaluated for any type of trauma therapy. Is there anything else you need from the court?
Would I be getting trauma therapy while I'm incarcerated? Right, like recently?
You'll need to talk to them about that when you go there. And if there's some issue, just let me know.
Okay.
They will
Can I
address that.
address that right now?
I'm sorry.
Can I to tell you about that right now?
Sure.
Okay, because I try to talk to mental health in jail. I write sick calls and all that. I get on the kiosk. I talk to classification, write grievances. I don't,
Oh,
mental health doesn't,
let me just tell you, we're gonna make sure it's taken care of. That is why I always tell people, if you have an issue, you can come back to court and talk to me. I'm here 9 to 5. Sometimes, well, really 8:30 to 5:30 or 6. And I tell people if there's some issues, come in and talk to me, and they don't. So I can't do anything if people don't let me know what's going on. Oh, yes.
Evaluation was done in May, and they did not recommend any further testing.
Okay.